cakes have cooled. Now I'm going to show you how to assemble the petit fours. I want the green layer to be on the bottom, so I'm going to start by pouring some raspberry jam onto the green layer and just spreading it. And just soften up the jam a little bit in the microwave, or just even stir it around a little bit without melting it. It'll become the consistency you need to spread it. So you just spread a thin layer of the jam right onto the cake. Okay, so I want the yellow cake to be in the center. Now, don't worry if when you're doing this your cake cracks, because a few years ago when I first started to make these, that happened to me. I went to flip it and my cake cracked and I panicked. But the raspberry jam is going to act as a glue for your cake. You're never going to see a crack. Even if it splits, you're not going to see it, so don't worry about it. Now, as best you can, you want to flip one cake onto the other. And use your parchment paper to kind of bring it where it needs to be on the other cake. And there you have it. So you've got the almond paste, which makes the cake moist, and you've got the jam. So these little cakes are going to just be so tender. Okay, so I have 3 layers of cake in the pan. Now, I'm going to pour chocolate ganache all over the top of this. Remember, chocolate ganache is just equal parts chocolate and heavy cream melted together. And you can do it in the microwave, super simple, don't need a double boiler, just melt it for about 2 minutes, stir it up, try to get the chocolate as smooth as you can. Look at that. Delicious. Let's just see how we do it this much. Spread it around. Smells so delicious right now. This is ready to go into the refrigerator and chill for about 4 hours till the chocolate totally sets. So we're going to move on to other things, and a little bit later on, once the petit fours have set, I'm going to show you how to cut them up into perfect little squares and decorate them, and how beautiful they look and how festive they are for our spring holiday. So now I'm going to show you how to make delicious, fresh little Easter chocolates. I have right now my homemade double boiler. It's simply a pan filled about 1/3 of the way with water that I brought up to a simmer. I've put a glass bowl on top, and I'm melting chocolate. And the chocolate I like to use for this is Ghirardelli, and I use a bag of semi-sweet and a bag of bittersweet chocolate. That's the combination we like. And it's just going to slowly melt. And it really, I say slowly, it's gently, but it does happen pretty quick that it melts. Just want to get it smooth. The more you stir chocolate, by the way, the silkier the texture becomes, the more the sheen on the chocolate comes into play. And this is now, I'm so excited about these little molds that I can show you. These are little silicone molds, and you can get them at most kitchen supply stores, or you can special order them from like a Kitchen Crafts online. And they have little bunnies, little Easter eggs, little chicks. I have some that have little shoes and purses. I mean, anything you can think of, you can make a candy mold out of. So you simply take your warm chocolate, and you can do this with white chocolate. You can do it with the candy melts that are in colors. Whatever you prefer, whatever your family likes. And I'm going to pour the chocolate into these molds, and I'm not even going to worry about being a little bit sloppy, because I'm going to clean up the mold before I put it into the refrigerator. So now you, with a little spatula, brush it over the top so that all the grooves fill in, and then just give it a quick drop on the counter, and it gets the air bubbles out. You'll see air bubbles, and you'll see them start to go away when you do this. It's all even. Take a knife, just kind of scrape it off the sides. It gets a little messy. Your hands will have some chocolate on, no big deal. And they are ready. This is all there is to it. It's that simple. Now I'm going to put this into the refrigerator for 20 minutes. That's all it takes. And when we come back, I'm going to pop it out, and you're going to see how adorable. They're like little 3D candies. And I'm going to show you how to package them and make them extra special for your family and friends. So our candy has been sitting in the refrigerator setting up for, well, I left it in there for about a half an hour, but really 20 minutes is all you need. And I want to show you how adorable they are. They're so precious. They're little miniatures. You can find the molds in any size, but my kids get a kick out of these tiny baby ones, especially my 4-year-old. Anything tiny she loves. So I went to my local craft store and I got these cute little treat bags. They come in like a pack of 50 or 100, so you know, well worth it. You'll have them for a long time. And I just put about 4 candies in a bag, tied it with a pretty pink ribbon to match the color scheme that I'm going with. And then I got these cute little baskets at the craft store as well. Now when I bought these, they were a natural color, and I didn't want that natural color on my table. I wanted something with a pink tint to it. So I simply sprayed over them with white spray paint, and then I sprayed over that with a little bit of this pink glitter. I know the kids will get a kick out of it. So now I'm ready to show you how to fill them. Here's one that I just did. I bought this Easter grass, again, at the craft store, and I just broke off a little ball of it. I'm going to put it in here so there's a little bed for our chocolate. Put the little bag of chocolate in here. And then I also got these little tags, and they can be used for a number of things. You could use a place card if you wanted, depending on the size of what you're doing. I liked these. They're very simple. And I tied my pink ribbon through it. And now I'm simply going to tie it around the basket, make a bow. And I want it high enough that the place card is right up top and you can read your name. And then that's very cute, but I wanted a bigger pop of color, so now I'm going to come in with this ribbon. It's just a nice packaging ribbon. Come up and tie a bigger bow. There. Cut off the ends, so not too long. And there we have another cute little gift that will be at everybody's place. So it's not only a gift they can take home, but it serves as their place card holder. I love this idea. I do it all the time for parties, and people get such a kick out of knowing that you thought enough of them to give them a little something special when they're at your house. So I hope that you take some of this, and again, make it your own. Do whatever feels right to you. Baskets, a little bag, perhaps a little decorative bag that you wrap up with ribbon. And again, these chocolates are so simple to make, and it's really all about getting personal satisfaction out of it. I just love the excitement on my kids' faces when they know I made chocolates. They think it's just the greatest thing. So I encourage you to try it at home. When we come back, I'm going to show you how to make those petit fours, how to finish them all up and make them beautiful. Be back in a minute.